stopping the clock and why time management is actually really leading to the struggle in your leadership. So this is going to be important for you today. If you have been finding yourself either overworking or overcommitting too much, you have been finding yourself, you're working your way through your weekends and you're missing out on those important family events because you need to catch up or you need to meet an important deadline. So I'm going to explain today, or actually I'm going to share with you why the concept of time management is actually getting in your way. So let's do a little bit of a reality check here. Now, when we talk about time management, and almost every single client that I begin to work with, they talk about how they need to manage their time better because they have these great careers. They have gotten to a level of the organization where they really want to make more impact, but there's just isn't any more time left in the day. And let's be honest, we have got, I don't know how many different ways of managing your time and multiple books out there that all talk about how you can be more productive, make a bigger impact by managing your time. But really, that's the old playbook, and it's not really serving you or the modern leader that you are meant to be. I understand this because the world for a very long time has told you that your value is measured by your productivity, how busy that you are. And then the busier you are, the more successful you appear. And so it's really not your fault that you're holding on to this belief. It's just really a societal thing that we have been kind of fed for years and years and throughout our careers. But I want you to think about leadership like a symphony. Okay, so just imagine you're standing in front of a large symphony, large orchestra, or even maybe you played in your high school band, right? So imagine you're standing in front of that high school band. But the band, it's full of instruments, music. It's not a ticking clock. So what the conductor does in that, he doesn't focus on learning and making sure that he can play every single instrument. He focuses, or she focuses, so the conductor focuses on masterfully leading so that they can create harmony across the instruments. So when you're looking at time management, that's like you're trying to learn how to play every single instrument faster so that you can get the music out, but it's exhausting and it's ineffective. And true leadership is less about managing your minutes and more about managing the minds, including your own. Now, if you want to keep holding on to this belief of like, oh, I just need to manage my time and then I'll be a successful leader, I will be an effective leader, I will be able to create that sustainable work-life balance that I really want to have, you're kind of going to be sinking in an ocean of stress, overwhelm, and burnout. Like you're just holding on to that anchor of that being time management. It's just going to pull you down to the bottom of the ocean of stress, overwhelm, and burnout. So we want to create a way, and you want to create a way that doesn't lead to a way that doesn't deplete you. So imagine if you're just thriving in your role and you're also enjoying a life outside of it. Right? So you're not getting up and the first thing in the morning you're doing is checking your emails. What you're doing instead maybe is just having a really nice quiet cup of coffee first thing in the morning, just time for yourself. And you are getting to the office or you're walking into your home office and you think, okay, well, what are my first priorities today? And you're starting to lead effectively. And at the end of the day, you're not racing home to make it in time for dinner, but you are being present at that dinner table, not constantly thinking like, okay, I need to finish this email. I need to make sure I call back that person yet. And I need to get this presentation finished by the end of the day. Can you imagine what the difference would be? Now, the key isn't here in order to realize that much more present, balanced, sustainable work life isn't about managing your time better and getting your schedule sorted out better, like having a tighter schedule. It's about creating space and creating a clearer mind. Now, this is where the neural power priming as part of the Leadership Edge formula comes into play. It's about learning and discovering how to rewire your brain to lead with intention, not just reaction. And it's all based in neuroscience. So I'm not sharing things like, ooh, it's a little bit woohoo. It's all about like learning how to get your brain to work for you rather than against you. And it's about rewiring your brain to lead with intention. I already said that, but not reaction. All right. It's about crafting a leadership style that aligns with your values and nurtures your spirit while enabling you to empower your team. Because at the end of the day, you chose to be a leader for a reason. You wanted to create an impact. You wanted to influence. You wanted to create good in the world. And you're not serving anyone, or you're not creating that good in the world if you're finding yourself burnt out and not able to actually serve. So here's the new way, or a shift that I want you to make starting as of today. And that is about managing your mind and not your time. Now, this is where the neural power priming aspect of my Leadership Edge formula comes in. It's about incorporating daily practices that rewire your brain for success on your own terms. So rather than that you measure your success and contribution by the amount of busyness that you have and how full your calendar and how well you've managed your calendar is, your productivity and the need to manage your time we dig deeper into who you are and what you believe about yourself. Because oftentimes you're choosing to drive let me get this clearer. There are certain drivers of your actions and decisions that you're not even aware of. And this is creating the situation where you are overworking, you're overcommitting yourself, you're taking on too many projects. You might find yourself really struggling to say no because you don't want that to negatively impact your career opportunities. And this is all driven by things that you think or how you see yourself. So this is why neural power priming, which is an essential part and is at the heart of the Leadership Edge formula, is such an important part of the formula, because we need to dig down into the deeper levels of your psyche, of what you believe, how you identify yourself, in order to be able to create that sustainable success, because that at that level is where we need to massage it and just make those shifts that will allow you to stop managing your time and start effectively managing your mind, which leads to creating that really powerful, successful, and effective leadership. Now, here's the second tip I want to give you today. And this is investing in a coach and a mentor. Now, of course, my door is always open. So when you're ready, you can always come and work with me, or find someone else that you can work with. But here's why. I really wholeheartedly believe that everyone, especially ambitious, high-achieving career women and women in leadership roles, founders, they need a mentor without exception. And I don't just say this because I want to work together with you. I also say this because I do the same. I have invested in multiple mentors in the last 3 or 4 years. I still, to this day, work with at least 3 or 4 different mentors that can help me see things from different angles, help me see the things I can't see. And this is why coaching and mentoring is such an essential part of the Leadership Edge formula. It's engaging in regular sessions so that it helps you maintain the clarity and mindset that you need for empowering leadership, so that you can figure out the path to success faster. I mean, figuring out the path to success involves a lot of time, trial, and error. Lots and lots of it. So if going at it alone was the answer, I bet you would have figured it out by now. Because listen, I know you are already a very successful, high-achieving, and exceptionally intelligent woman in leadership. But here's really the raw truth of it. Successful women who grasp the immeasurable value of mentorship make a conscious decision to invest in themselves. They seek genuine, impactful support to fuel their growth and sidestep that burnout. Because if you can't manage your time effectively, right? Because that's what you're trying to do, manage your time better so you can get more done. But the more you do, the more you commit. It's like it's a never-ending snowball, which is all leading down to the path of burnout. So when they reach out to me, they're not looking for a quick fix. They're looking for an immediate change. These women that I work with, they want to uncover their blind spots. They want really like the truthful feedback, not the feedback that's kind of coded in niceties, or also you might be looking at feedback from your team members, which is also in a way packaged so as possibly not to offend you or to leave a bad impression, right? But really getting the honest, truthful feedback. And they're also looking to get that coaching that propels them beyond their own limits. Because so many conversations, I say this almost in every single conversation I have with clients, is you're arguing for your own limitations of all the reasons why something isn't possible or just can't work out, or, we've tried that before. It just doesn't work. Okay, what are the limitations you're arguing for? Now, they value their time fiercely. So burning out isn't an option, and stepping down, losing everything that they've really worked hard to build they've worked really tirelessly to build, that's unthinkable. So if that's you, right, you've built your career and you're still you have so much more left to give, and yet you're not sure how you can do it because managing your time hasn't become effective anymore, then it's time to reconsider and look at what you are doing, which is why combination between neural power programming and investing in a mentor, it can be such a powerful combination. So here's the catch, right? Because it's really hard and it's challenging to scrutinize your own thought processes. It's daunting when you want to push yourself beyond what you want to believe that you're capable of. It's not that you're lacking in information, because seriously, Google has like every piece of information you could possibly think of at your fingertips. So you're not looking for more information. What you're looking for is a transformation, that precious life-altering shift. It's really rare and it's super impactful, and it requires more than just intellectual understanding and more information. Because let's face it, I'm sure by now you have listened to endless amounts of podcasts, read, and also again, endless, but a lot of different leadership books. I mean, how often do you scan the bookstore for a new leadership book? And sorry, not right now. Shh, not right now. I'll just be finished. All right. This is what happens when you're doing live video and you're also on holidays. Okay. But you've probably scanned all the bookstores. You've been contacting your friends, maybe your colleagues, your superiors, and saying, well, how do I get this? Like, how do I figure this one out? It's not about intellectual information or understanding. It's about the transformation. So let's get to the really core of it. Your current belief system, your mindset, and your self-identity, they are actually could be your very own career saboteurs, your silent sources of pain and struggle, both in work and in life. And an exceptional mentor and or coach is going to facilitate those profound insights and breakthroughs. And they do it in days, not in years. And an extraordinary coach holds you accountable in a way that no friend, family member, or colleague ever could. So let's get brutally honest. The cost of nurturing this journey alone, because you might probably have been doing this already, you might have also been really afraid to reach out and ask for help, which is, as a sidestep, which is why I created an amazingly safe space in my inbox so that you can ask for the help and the support that you're looking for. But back to the cost of this. When you are navigating this journey alone, that cost is steep, not just financially, Because let's be honest, if you can manage your mind, think of the things that are possible, asking for a salary raise, applying for and getting that next level promotion, which also compensates you both intellectually, but also financially, but also in the amount of wasted time, the lost hope, the drained energy, and that creeping feeling of burnout and overwhelm that is a constant companion for you. And to add additional insult to injury, if that wasn't enough, there also comes the guilt, right? That guilt that you're letting others down and the frustration that nothing ever seems to change. Now let's contrast that with the benefits of when you get the right support and you've implemented that neuropower priming of the leadership edge formula. Imagine the empowerment that comes from knowing that you are following a proven process, guided by someone who's been there where you are now and has found a way through it. I've helped over 60 plus women leaders just like you get the results that they desire in their careers, in their professional lives, and their personal lives, and balancing both. So again, it's not about mentorship. It's not about coaching. It's about the transformation that you're looking to have happen. So when you are ready to stop managing and getting that perpetual exhaustion of worshiping the clock and figuring out how can you fit just one more meeting in here, or how do I eke out a little bit more productivity and some more time, when you're ready to really change your approach to leadership by managing your mind rather than micromanaging your minutes, then it's time for you to send me a DM. And we're going to have that conversation in that very safe space of my inbox. So if you're ready to break free of the chains of that constant time management stress and step into a new era of empowering leadership, I want you to DM me Lead Her now. Your future self, your team will thank you for it. And like I said, I have helped over 60 plus women leaders just like you achieve the results and the outcomes that they desired so that they could have both that really fulfilling career and achieving those big professional goals while also having that successful and that joy in their personal life and being a recognized leader at work, communicating effectively, being a powerful team leader. If you're ready for those results, DM me Leader. And as always, drop your comments below if you have any questions. You can also drop them into my email box or my inbox. That's always an option. And let me know what resonated for you today and take that action. Start priming your mind for success. Invest in a mentor, in a coach that is going to speed up your process and your achievements so much faster, because you're not going to hit all of those roadblocks and obstacles and have to figure it out all on your own. I'm here to support you at any point in time. DM me Lead Her in my inbox and we can start having a conversation. Look forward to talking to you.